Toys President Loki, to go with the Loki grouping that Hot Toys has slowly been building from Loki Season 1, and hopefully some Loki Season 2 stuff here in the near future. Since it worked so well last time I did it, I'm gonna berate you again right at the beginning of the video. Please subscribe if you like these kinds of videos, because it makes me feel really great, and I love making videos for you guys. And if I say subscribe at the beginning, then you have no choice but to subscribe, because I told you to, and you can't say no. That'd be rude. Anyway, back to it. Loki, Hot Toys, Smiling Man. Originally, I had no plans on getting this or Classic Loki. I still haven't picked up Classic Loki. It's going to be a hard video to get through. Classic Loki, but I really do like Classic Loki, so I'll probably pick it up really soon here. But this guy I had to get because he's a smiling man, he's a happy man, and it's probably one of the better Tom Hiddleston head sculpts that they have out there. So here's the box. You can see it is pretty much all President Loki. I can only imagine what that exclusive version with all the shirts comes with, other than all the shirts. President Loki. It's a very nice back. You can see up here there's some photos. That's him with his hand getting bit, no doubt in my mind. More clock. You can see the nice gold clock in the background. Looks very nice. Loki on the bottom. President Loki on the top. And that is one beautiful box. So, now that we're done talking about the box, let's get the box out of here and get President Loki on stage. So there he is, Mr. President Loki, in all of his Loki glory. This is it's a nice piece right here. All of it is, it's a fun figure. He comes with the crocodile, alligator, that's what I meant to say. He comes with he's got this beautiful smiling head sculpt, which we will look at in a little bit, and he's got this disgustingly torn up President Loki jacket. Overall, it's a really, really nice initial look at this figure. I do have one small issue, but that's something so small that it theoretically could have been my fault to begin with. So, let's stop Loki from spinning, because he's probably getting very dizzy. And let's look a little closer at that fantastic head sculpt and his little friend. So for the first time ever, I bought a figure that is broken by design, and I didn't do any of it, theoretically. So here's the beautiful, beautiful Tom Hiddleston head sculpt, and I will show a little bit deeper of a comparison when I bring out the other Loki figure, which also looks very, very good. They nailed it with this show. But you can see there, he is just, I mean, unlike Ant-Man, who I'm not going to ever pull out of his jail cell, that head sculpt, this is a smile that works. It looks good all around. It looks creepy, and it's supposed to look creepy, because in this scene, President Loki was creepy. You see all the nice hair detailing. I could easily see in the future Hot Toys doing an artisan version of Loki, and I would actually try to get that one. I haven't had any interest in the other two artisan versions, but you could see with all this hair, it's inevitable. The crown also, or the crown, or the horns, I guess, also come off. It is magneted to his big forehead. And honestly, with that receding hairline that they've been trying to hide from him, it's probably better that you put this on anyway. You know, just help the man out. He is getting old after all. So moving on, let's lower him down. Bye-bye, Loki. You still see that beautiful mouth. This is now the 1, 2, 3, I think 4th figure I have with a tie, and it's the only one so far that I haven't had to futz with because it's tucked under the shirt. Ties on 6-scale figures are horrid. And you'll kind of see with Loki what I mean. I'm able to fix it a little bit, but it's not great. You can see this huge rip that most people, whenever they see this figure, are going to go, oh my god, you broke your figure. And I don't have to explain to them, he's designed like that. But you can see there's a huge rip there, all the way around, by the way. this lovely green tie with the little, like the crescent, like he has in his outfit in the Avengers movie. He stole the Joker's green shirt. That is straight up the Joker's green undershirt. The Loki pin looks very nice. Bringing it around to the back of the coat, you can see there is a lot of ripping all over the place. This man has not had some good days. There's 4 buttons on this side. There's 2 buttons, and then this tear over here. Somebody did not do laundry. Bringing it back around now. Bringing it down to the pants. Regular, casual pants. Nothing really going on here other than some rips every now and then here and there. You can kind of see again on the back, there's a few. Coming down to the shoes, where my issue arises. I accidentally ended the video instead of bringing it down to the shoes. So, we're back. Here we are again. You can see the shoes, regular sculpted shoes. My issue with the shoes is that this one is on perfectly, but this one just pops off. And I've tried, and it just will not stay in. It will stay in if I don't futz with it, which is fine. But if I try to pose it, it will just fall off. And you can see he does have socks. They do pretty much go down to the peg on both sides. This one's got a rip, this one doesn't. So, bringing him back up. That's our deep dive into President Loki. But wait, there is more, because he's got a friend. So here is Alligator Loki. And it is some nice enhance. It is some nice looking detail, because he is a happy fella. I mean, look at that beautiful paintwork. You can kind of see where, hold on, you can see the connection lines, like where they connected the whole thing, like at the head and here at the tail. But it blends in just well enough if you're not me, where it doesn't really matter. The paintwork on the head is very, very nice. That lovely gold eye, and the crown looks very good as well. He's also got a lot of detail in the mouth. I wish it had a peg hole. I wish the mouth would open wide enough and it had a peg hole in there, so you could peg the hand onto him, so it's like he's actually eating the hand, as opposed to just having to like put the alligator on the hand or take the hand off and then shove it. I don't know. I feel like that would have been really funny. But yes, regular Loki, alligator Loki. Moving on to some Loki comparisons. Also, before I move on for accessories, he's got 2 of these, the dagger knives, like regular Loki has. He's got 2 of these flame effect pieces. He comes with this beautiful candy cane, which I love. Obviously, his normal array of hands, and then alligator. So he's a pretty well-accessoried figure for a couple seconds of on-screen time. Back to moving on to the next part of the video. So here is President Loki compared with regular Loki. And you can see, obviously, they're 2 different guys. And going to the tie thing, you can see it's sticking up here. It is much worse on some other figures, so I'm very lucky with this one. But before we get a little bit more into detail, let's quickly zoom in to the head sculpts there and take a closer look at those 2. So, zoom! So here's the 2 head sculpts up close. I tried to get them side by side, but they're kind of wide. Well, this Loki is kind of wide. I'm not sure what it is. But you can see here, obviously this one's smiling, and this one's a bit more serious. They both look very good. It's completely up to your preference, whether you like the one on the right or the one on the left, or both. You really don't have to pick one. But you can see, it's probably Hot Toys' best head sculpt. I think they nailed Tom Hiddleston finally after all of these years. It only took them like 10 to figure it out. But that's him. I could see it from pretty much every angle. But yes, those are the two head sculpts compared. Let us zoom out and look at the rest. Zoom out. So here's our two main Lokis all together, and then I will bring in our not main Loki, but Sylvie, who is not going to get any light. Never mind. So here's the three of them. Lift your head up, you fool. So here's our three Lokis that I have so far in my collection. And you can see the three of them do look great together. I will say the Loki crew is slowly growing. And hopefully it continues to grow because there's some really nice outfits and characters in the new show. And I want more than Loki this time, please. And thank you. Give us a couple of the other characters, mainly Mobius, please, Hot Toys. So yes, here's our three Lokis all together. And they look really good. Whether you picked up this Loki, that Loki, or Sylvie, let me know. And find a way to describe how you pose them, since you can't do photo comments on YouTube. So just describe it to me in fine detail, please, and thank you. Let's move on from Loki here with his chums and see how well Loki is able to actually, hold on. That is an option. In case you were wondering, this Loki can wear the Loki headpiece. So, in case you wanted to do that, you can. Before I forget to mention it. All right, with that out of the way, let's move on and see how flexible this Loki really is. This is my favorite part of the video. I love just bending these men all over the place. So, off of the stand, destroying the stand, getting rid of the stand, out of the camera, because it looks gross. So here is President himself. Mr. President, I'm sorry about this. It's okay, chum. Just do what you have to. Just make it quick. So here's Mr. President Loki himself, and let's take that off before I drop it. Starting off with a life-ending 360-degree head turn. Up that far, down that far. Oh, he kind of looks scary with his head down like that. Arm goes up about that much. This one, about the same, even with the tatter. Arm goes out that far and out that far. You got a lovely bend here. And his hand fell off. Par for the course, am I right? So he's got, a pretty decent crunch. Crunches back about that much. Ooh, it's pretty good as well. His legs spread about that much. Leg goes forward that much. His shoe also fell off. This is all sorts of dysfunctional. Leg bends back that far. And his leg goes back about that far. So, decent range of movement. I don't see you posing this guy drastically. But with that out of the way, let's springboard off to the end of the video. Hopefully where no hands and feet fall off. So all in all, once again, Hot Toys has done a very good job at doing a very good job. They've made some pretty good figures. These last couple figures that I've gotten from them, and I have been happy with all of them. But this one especially, because everything is really good. The tailoring is really good. The head sculpt is fantastic. I got an alligator out of this. So now I've got 2 cats and an alligator and some penguins. Like, what is going on? I got a whole petting zoo in 6 scale. But yes, 6 scale President Loki is a fantastic figure, and if you didn't pick it up, try to find him if you were on the fence, because he's worth it, especially just for the head sculpt alone. That head sculpt is easily the best part of the figure. And that's not saying the rest of the figure is bad, it's just saying the rest of the figure is just that good as well. So, with that out of the way, BB9E, do you have anything left to say? beautiful as always. So with that all said and done, if you like the video, please subscribe, because I already told you to do it at the beginning, so this is me reminding you that you were supposed to do it at the beginning of the video, and if you didn't, then we're going to have some issues, yada yada yada. The FBI is already on the way to your house. Also, like the video, because the YouTube algorithm really likes when people like videos, and it makes more people look at my videos, so more people can subscribe, so I don't have to send the FBI to everybody's house. And as always, I've been me, you've been you, and BB9E is always here too. Make sure to watch the next review where we do more so toys, most likely, since I've got a pile of them.